Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Wargaming's World of Tanks Blitz Diaries video they posted. I'm going to be laying into my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on what they have to say, and everything else. So let's get straight into it.
Hey Tankers, we're collecting and analyzing your comments and opinions to incorporate the most crucial of them into future updates and features.
Okay, Wargaming says they are listening to us, and they are trying to put in the most important things that we as the community want to see. So we'll have to see if that exactly happens. There's obviously a lot of things which the player base has been asking for years, and Wargaming really hasn't done. And I could list them here, but, you know, it would be an 800-year long video, so I don't want to do that exactly today, but maybe in the future I'll make a video titled Everything the Community Wants in World of Tanks Blitz. But we're getting gun marks, which I'm assuming this video is going to talk about, which is really, really good. We are also seeing a overall nerf to autoloaders, except for the Caro for some reason, but let's keep going.
That said, we're planning to introduce some cool features and content we currently have in the works by the end of year 2025.
Okay, so gun marks we already know about. Old maps and map rotation, new tech tree, tank rebalance, and holiday season. I'm excited to see the new tech tree because I think it could be a Blitz Nation tech tree, but we'll find out.
But let's get down to it. Succeeding in battles increases your team's chances of winning. But it's excelling in battle that makes you really stand out. We know how important it is for you to display your skill, mastery, and true tanker spirit. And despite a number of technical constraints, we're finally ready to deliver.
I'm not really sure how there would be technical constraints. I mean, Lesta has had gun marks for 2 years now. I don't know exactly how long they've had gun marks, but they've had them for a while. And if Lesta is able to do them in that short of amount of time, then there's no excuse for Wargaming not being able to put them in Blitz. Technical constraints is their excuse for being lazy. Obviously, they could have added them, unless they're just saying their devs are so much less skilled than Lesta's devs, which I also don't believe. I think the honest answer is that they didn't put gun marks into the game because they didn't care. But I'm happy that you're doing it, Wargaming. I am. So I'm not complaining. It's just little late, you know? This should have been something that was added years and years ago.
Meet gun marks. True signs of your excellence that will earn you respect from allies and cautiousness from enemies. From the start, marks will be available for all Tier 9 and Tier 10 tanks.
Nice.
They will be visible to everyone in battle and to your allies on the pre-battle.
Interesting. I don't know if I like the idea that the game is going to show. I don't like that, Wargaming. I'm going to make this very clear right now, and I think most of the player base might disagree with what I have to say, but I don't love the fact that the game is going to actively tell every single player who has 3 marked or whatever marked their tank. Because literally what that's doing, having it listed right there, is basically telling every single player, hey, shoot that person. I don't know if I love that, personally. Especially because you are adding them to the gun barrels. I think that if you're going to add them to the gun barrels, it shouldn't tell you in the actual battle stats, or, you know, the tank page at the top, who has gun marks and who doesn't. Because what that's going to do is it's going to put a massive target on your back for every single player on the enemy team, because they're going to be like, ooga booga, that person has gun marks. I don't know if I want to be YOLO'd every single game by a 40%er that sees gun marks and thinks I must tunnel that player. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Screen. There will be not one, but multiple designs of gun marks, depending on the nation. Earning gun marks, up to 3 in total per vehicle, depends purely on your skill and how much XP you earn with no multipliers and other bonuses.
Nice. So we can see exactly how it works. It's 95%, 85%, and 65%. And what's really cool is that it shows you the exact percentage you're at as well. I'm happy Wargaming did that. So that's pretty cool. It tells you the exact percentage of gun mark you're at, how much XP more you're going to need, I'm assuming, because 257 XP is not that much.
By the way, recognize this landscape? For the game's birthday, we brought back some old maps. Malinovka, Lost Temple,
hated Malinovka.
Judging by your comments, you like this idea, and we're happy.
No, we didn't like Malinovka. Nobody liked Malinovka. We liked this map. We did like Mirage, and we liked crap, Chinese temple. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but nobody liked Malinovka. Nobody.
To see these classic maps return, as they bring back memories and add nice variety to the gameplay. In Update 11.14, we're temporarily bringing back 3 other old maps. Our top picks in our Discord poll were Old Middleburg, Old Oasis
Ew, Old Middleburg looks nasty, dude.
Palms, and Old Falls Creek. So,
Old Falls Creek
here
was
they
chill.
are. Each map will accompany but not replace its modern version. We deliberately want to leave their visuals as is so that our game veterans will remember the good old times, while newer players will see how Blitz looked over 10 years ago.
Bro, Oasis was freaking huge.
Will remember the good old times, while newer
I don't know
players
if
will see how
you...
Blitz...
for those of you that are unaware, Oasis literally goes from that corner all the way over to here. It's probably the largest map in the game. It's the entire tile.
looked over 10 years ago. Speaking about the map roster, starting from the upcoming update, we're removing map rotation, which means all battle locations will be available to the matchmaker.
Thank you. Why is this something that we had to do to begin with? Like, why were we removing map rotation? This is not something that the player base likes, because what ends up happening is when you do map rotation, you put maps back into the queue that players, first of all, don't know how to play on because they haven't played on them in a while. And then second of all, what also ends up happening is it just makes the game less interesting. You have all these maps and you take them out of the game and it just makes it less interesting. You know, I don't understand that. I don't think it's a very good idea. So I'm glad that you are finally listening again to the player base. This is a good thing. You know, this is a really good thing. It's nice to see that Wargaming is listening to the complaints that we have and they're actually addressing and tackling them. And I hope that the devs are happy to hear that the player base is going to be happy about this, right? I'm happy about this. And I'm hoping that if I make more complaints in a future video, you know, there's a video that I want to make, which I'm going to title Everything That I Want to See Fixed About Blitz. And the video is probably going to be like an hour long, but I'm hoping that maybe the devs will watch that and be like, whoa, you know, maybe there are more problems with this game that we could work on fixing. One of the biggest problems, which I've talked about many times, is map balance. The maps in Blitz are terribly balanced. The crossing on Naval Frontier, if you're in a slower heavy, you're basically screwed. You have to go to the heavy side, but no matter what, you lose health if the enemy team gets a mobile tank that just goes to the bush. It's not fair. Port Bay, one side gets to the hill faster than the other, which creates an unfair playing field. His Royal Fatness brought this up to the Wargaming devs at the summit years ago, and nothing has been changed about that. Castilla has completely unbalanced spawns. One side of the map can work the entire hill, the other side can't. There are so many examples on so many maps that I could list that have completely unfair spawns. And well, we are getting at least map rotation taken out, but I do hope that Wargaming at some point would like to at least talk to me or some skilled players about the terrible map design itself and how we could fix it.
A whole new tech tree's worth of tanks has been engineered in Blitz factories, and we've decided to release them into the wild in December.
Nice.
7 new heavies will be entering the game and forming their own researchable hybrid nation tech tree.
Now, these are not... Okay, that one I know, but that's the tier 9. Okay, we haven't seen the tier 9.
7 new heavies.
So let's see. I know that's it. I think these are the vehicles that are in Reforged right now.
Will be entering the game and forming
so the tier
their
5,
own researchable hybrid
6,
nation.
7. All right. I don't think that's... No, that's not the same vehicle. That is not the same tank there. If we were to go to Blitz Kit, this would not be the same tank. In fact, I can showcase that right now. If we go to Blitz Kit, and we go to Tankopedia, Tier 7, and then Blitz Nation, this is the Merope, which is the AC. And this is... I don't think this is the same tank. It doesn't look the same to me. No, I don't think they're the same tank. Unless it's got the stock turret. But I don't think it has a stock turret, so... These might not be the same tank, which is interesting. Because that's the tier 7. Yeah, that's definitely not the tier 8. So this is a completely different line to these tanks here. Because if we look at the tier 8 right now, which is the this thing, we can see that this hull is completely different to this hull. So these are different tanks from the ones I went over. Really interesting. That one's looking weird. Okay, this tank we did go over though. That tank is the tier 10 that we have already showcased on the channel, which is the Atlas. That is this tank here. So the Atlas is similar to the others. So weird.
Even though these vehicles never existed in reality, they fit
Okay, so we can see them here. Interesting. Yeah, weird.
perfectly into the Blitz gameplay. Generally, these are heavies with reliable armor and a straightforward first-line play.
Reliable armor. Well, let's hope that they buff the Atlas, because last time I checked, that is not reliable armor. You might think, oh, that's a lot of red. Yeah, load gold. That is not reliable. This is not reliable armor. This needs to be buffed. Wargaming, please buff the armor on it.
Style. Their main feature, though, comes from their firing ability. Each model is designed to offer two viable guns. A classic cyclic gun and an unconventional autoloader burst gun that fires multiple shells per shot. While the former has a better DPM, the burst gun has much higher destruction potential within a short time frame. While some tanks are standing by to join the battle, others are about to get a rebalance.
Yep.
Here are some examples.
I will say I'm excited for the new tech tree.
The Vickers is getting increased horsepower, top speed,
And 11 degrees of
turret
gun
armor,
depression.
viewing, range, and gun depression.
Yep.
The RHMPZ will receive the
getting
best
completely
viewing range in the
overpowered.
whole game, along with improved damage per shot, reload speed, and main gun shell penetration.
Let's
Finally,
skip past the rebalances, because I already made a whole video on that, and there's nothing new being said there.
The good old IS-4 and AMX-50B are coming back. Each tank will undergo changes to revive their vintage gameplay. Before we proceed, this is the Sheridan missile, and the poor thing has no friends. This is sad. Finally, the holiday...
Obviously. Oh, the Waffenträger is being released again. We can obviously see that right there. But if we go back really quickly, obviously Wargaming is going to be releasing another missile variant tank. My guess is the T-49 ATM. That's my guess, because it already exists in the game files, and I've seen some testers messing around with it in the past. So I think that there's a pretty decent chance that the T-49 ATM is coming into the game. That would be pretty cool.
Finally, the holiday season. A time for gifts, gathering with friends and family, and a truly festive atmosphere every day. This year, World of Tanks Blitz is traveling to a cozy holiday village with Christmas trees, decorations, and of course, tons of presents for everyone. Fulfill holiday missions. Open the armored
Is that AI? What did I just watch
Fulfill
there?
holiday missions.
What the heck is that? Bro, I think this is
Open
an
the armored
AI
advent
ad.
calendar.
Is this like Sora? Am I looking at an AI ad right now?
Decorate the village
Somebody let me
square
know in chat if that's AI.
and plunge into the
This is
best
nice,
holiday
though.
atmosphere the game has ever experienced. And there you have it. The following 2.5 months are going to be eventful, exciting, and full of the best Blitz experience. But there's much more to come. We'll keep adding new features and improvements. So play, leave your comments, share your experience, and stay tuned for updates.
That right there, is that G-Sor? That looks like the G-Sor tank. Yeah, that's definitely G-Sor. That's going to be the Christmas tank. I think that we've confirmed that it's going to be the Christmas tank. Wargaming always, I swear they always do this. They add a tank into testing like 2 months before Christmas. And even though there's like a bunch of other vehicles, they always do that. But we can see here G-Sor the tank. And I'm pretty sure, if we take a look at an angle from the back like this, I'm pretty sure that is the G-Sor the tank. It has to be. I mean, they look identical from the back. Yeah, no, they're the same tank. This appears to have some sort of camo on it or something like that, but they're very clearly the same turret, and we can see it appears spaced armor on the front there. So this is definitely the G-Sor tank. It's interesting that the gun looks different. I don't know if that's a legendary camo or whatnot, but it looks like the G-Sor tank. But I don't know, the gun looks different. That looks like, I don't know. Somebody let me know in the chat, but it looks like G-Sor the tank.
See you on the battlefield.
Either way, it's pretty exciting here, Wargaming. You guys actually did a pretty good job so far on this video. Please keep it up. Please continue listening to the player base. Listen to the criticisms that I have, and maybe we'll get somewhere, because I have to say, this actually looks pretty dang good. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Looks like we do have the Christmas tank confirmed, though. That appears to be the G-Sor tank. We have a new tech tree confirmed, which I kind of hinted at in the past, and I kind of figured. We have gun marks. We have removal of map rotation. In general, this appears to be a pretty huge step forward. Hopefully, Wargaming continues going this direction. Hopefully, they fix a lot of the issues with Reforged, and we will be pretty good. So, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.